guy.
It's me.
Oh, there it is. Those bats, really? Okay, alright. Realm of Shadows.
Another brutal week in Gotham, folks. A string of home invasions rippled through the city's already crime-infested East End. Apparently, the bandits are using stolen GCPD battering rams to force their way in, with breaking and entering incidents up 40% over last year. Remember to keep those front doors locked tonight. And we have breaking news tonight. 5 criminals are in custody this evening after a break-in at City Hall. But thanks to the efforts of the Batman, the stolen items were returned.
Not all of them. See what she was really after.
Oh, he kept it.
Actually been involved in the break-in. Talk about dirty politics. Does Hill's campaign really think these accusations hold any water with the voters? Or will it be perceived as a desperate attempt from a flailing
Okay, let's see what this is. The
to
Codex.
take down one of Gotham's most promising young politicians?
And in other news,
Founders of Wayne
now on
Enterprises.
day 3 of the factory fire that
My
will not
parents.
end.
Dad was a
Crews have
physician,
given up
Mom
trying
was a
to combat the
philanthropist.
blaze at the Otisburg
They worked
Processing
tirelessly
Center,
to help the
owned
less
by
fortunate,
Ace
setting up
Chemical.
numerous charities and
Still no
expending their
word on
vast
what
resources
started
to
the
improve the
fire.
city and its
Whatever's
citizens.
burning in there has resisted
Murdered in
everything
an
the fire
attempted robbery by a
department
man
has
known
thrown at
as
it.
Joe
We're recommending
Chill,
people avoid the
deceased.
area and seek immediate treatment if you happen
Can we
to
turn
breathe in
that
any
TV
of
off?
that tar black smoke.
And one mobster's murder caused quite a headache for commuters this morning. The body of Falcone family capo Louis Pistachio Garmone was found hanging off the side of the 4th Street Bridge
Oh, jeez.
sometime just before dawn, causing traffic to back up for miles as the cops cut him down. Random stabbings are the latest headache for the riders of Gotham's overcrowded
Awesome
Skyrail
feed.
cars to contend
So
with.
let's see what it says.
Gotham police are investigating
DA
multiple
Dent
cases
pressures
of riders
mayor
receiving
to
abdominal
decry
wounds from an ice
vigilantes.
pick or other pointed weapon while pressed into the tight quarters with
I'd
fellow
like to read this,
passengers.
but that
A few have died,
he needs
while
to
most
stop
have been admitted to Gotham
talking.
General in critical condition. The police don't have any
Data
suspects
drive.
at the
Look
time.
at.
2 more patients
Nearly fell off a building for this.
bringing the total number of escapees from the half-prison, half-mental hospital to 15 this year. Only 3 have been caught to date, but all the escapees
that
highlight
computer.
the rough, some would say inhumane
Listen, if I was
conditions
Batman,
at the
I would not
Aged
name my
Asylum.
computer
The latest,
Bat Computer.
44-year-old twin brother
Why can't it
and
just be a
sister,
computer?
Leon and Valerie
Why does it have to be
Muldoon,
Bat
should be
Computer?
considered dangerous if found.
Is this
Authorities
not
are
the Bat
asking that
Computer?
you
I
do
mean,
not approach and
it's
call
huge.
police immediately.
Gadget table.
Mayor
Now let's
Hill's Gotham
focus on the
Black
Bat
takes
Computer
effect today,
first.
making it possible for landlords to evict tenants immediately and without cause. The law was created in order to allow Gotham City's biggest property owners greater ability to modify and improve the city's 80 buildings. Some of which
Let's find out what was so
have been
important.
families for decades. So if you come home from work tonight,
Encrypted.
Of course.
Wayne Manor has 7 bedrooms, 2 kitchens, a library, a gymnasium, a basketball court, and a movie theater. And yet I always find you here, in a dark, damp cave,
I like this cave.
in front of a computer.
I'm more at home here than the rest of the house, you know that.
Then we should build an 8th bedroom down here.
Sure, I can see the headlines now. Bruce Wayne, billionaire, entrepreneur, cave dweller.
Quite an eclectic resume. Did you find out what that, Catwoman tried to steal.
Well, in the process,
What are we looking at?
let me try a different angle.
Wow, holographic. Okay. To rotate the hologram, use the left stick. Oh, here we go. Alright, looks like we got ourselves what looks like a map. Probably of Gotham City, I could imagine.
This is a map of the East Side shoreline.
Okay, there it is.
It could mean any number of things. Money, weapons, drugs, everything flows through that port.
Maybe it's where Mayor Hill picks up his dry cleaning.
Can't make sense of it yet. There's still plenty of files to decrypt.
And in the meantime, I saved you what I could.
Thanks, Al.
Yeah, the same couldn't be said for the bar. I had to literally pry Mrs. Zeller back away. But you'll be pleased to hear everyone has left, including Mr. Falcone. Before the game switched from billiards to cutthroat. I'd recommend leaving the fistfights to your alter ego. Bloodstains are much harder to remove from a
I'm not gonna play
tuxedo.
this game.
I don't want anything to do with Falcone.
Well, he certainly showed interest in you. That's what worries me. For the record, your father despised men like Falcone, thought they ruined Gotham's stellar reputation.
Back when it still had one?
It can again, Bruce. Though people like this Catwoman aren't helping. Is she new to town?
Never seen her before. Hopefully, she's just a tourist. I'll check the Codex.
Alright, let's check the Codex. See, I wonder if is Gotham City like, is it supposed to resemble New York City? And it's like in New York type of thing? Or is, like, what part of the US is this in? Or is it just kind of like Sandbox City and it's kind of like it's in its own little world, you know? Interesting. Alright, I already read about my parents. We got Alfred Pennyworth. Okay. Wayne family butler. He's the faithful, patient, ever hopeful Alfred. He's been a part of the family my whole life. He raised me when my parents were murdered and guided me when I thought I was lost. He's my butler, my confidant, and the most secret weapon in my arsenal. He complains frequently about my nightly activities, but he's still there to patch me up when I need it. Oh, isn't that nice, Alfred? Look at you. Harvey Dent. He is Gotham City District Attorney mayoral candidate. A new friend and the best district attorney Gotham City has seen in years. His political ambitions have always been as big as his ego, and now he's hoping to become mayor. He's got so many great ideas for how to save the city. I think he'll be good for Gotham. But I have to steer him down the right path to get there. He's too easily swayed by anyone with power, regardless of their murky morality. Oh, Harvey Dent. You know, like I said before, I don't know a whole lot about the Batman lore, but that Harvey Dent name, like, it does sound familiar. I can't quite put my finger on it, but it does sound familiar. Next we have Hamilton Hill. He is the current mayor of Gotham City and Exhibit A in what's wrong with the city. Hill should have been thrown out of office years ago, but he's got his hands wrapped around Gotham's government in a death grip. He's been suspected of numerous crimes, but there's never been enough to make any of it stick. He's rotten to the core, and one day this city will realize it. Harvey's out there doing his best, and hopefully, this upcoming election will be the end of Hill's corrupt administration. Alright, and look, we got Catwoman here.
Found her.
There she is. Crimes, burglary, petty larceny. A new criminal on the scene, tied to several recent break-ins. She's effective and doesn't leave many clues behind. Currently, the GCPD has no leads. I wish I knew more about her. Okay, who is this? Who is this fella? This is Oswald Cobblepot. Cobblepot, aka Penguin. Alright. Crimes, arms dealing, illegal boxing matches, and receiving stolen property. Okay. He was a childhood friend, but he's almost a stranger to me now. Just like me, his family fell apart in Gotham. Apart here in Gotham. He went off to boarding school in England, and there our paths diverged. He seems to have fallen into a life of crime. The last 2 decades gave him a lengthy rap sheet and a strange nickname. The Penguin? What happened to you, Oz? Yeah, that's an interesting nickname to get. Like, he doesn't look like a penguin, at least from this angle. I don't know. Maybe he does. Once I meet him, hopefully, I meet him. Wait, James Gordon. Okay. He's a lieutenant in the GCPD Major Crimes Unit. Associates is Barbara Gordon, which is his daughter. He's good by the book cop in a department that doesn't trust Batman. He was recently tapped to lead the Major Crimes Task Force. An impressive promotion. So he's doing something right. I think he could be a trustworthy and reliable source of info, but I'll need to cultivate that relationship. He's a family man, so he's not willing to take necessary risks on the street. That's fine. I'll take the risks. This guy's probably somebody who we should try to make friends with just for the information. But how do we get close to him? Good question. Probably through Barbara? I don't know. This is the reporter lady, Vicky Val, or Valet? Vicky Vale? I think that's what she said. Investigative journalist, Gotham Gazette. One of the Gazette's most ambitious and competent reporters. I've read her stuff. Some of it can be a bit tabloid, but her passion for the truth is undeniable. She's been with the paper for a while, covered all kinds of beats. Someone like that has the kind of access others would kill for. She might even hear more about what's going on in Gotham than I do. One day, I may need to find out what she knows. This guy, Carmine Falcone. This guy needs punched in his stupid face. Or one of his chins. Skyline Club owner, head of Falcone crime family. The worst kind of gangster. One who tries to mingle with high society. He seems to have his... You know, that's interesting. He just said, one who tries to mingle with high society. Didn't he just try to mingle with Batman, Bruce Wayne, earlier? Isn't that kind of like a shitty thing to say about yourself? I mean, he is fairly wealthy, so I guess... Whatever. Anyway. He seems to have his hands in everything, including smuggling, real estate, bribery, and fraud. I could haul him to the jail, but he'd walk the next day. I could shut down one operation, but 2 would pop up in his place. His empire is vast and multi-layered. Finding hard, admissible evidence is required for a conviction. Gotham City. Population 10 million. 10 million people. It must be like a New York type of city. This city is like a living creature. It's always growing, outward and upward. The people who live here are survivors. They have to be, and they deserve better than the corruption that infests this place. Arkham Asylum. Why do asylums in movies always look like this? Like, have you ever seen whether they call it a halfway house or like a mental institution, or an asylum? Have you ever seen one in real life? That's not what they look like. But I guess it wouldn't be that interesting to look at if it looked like a real one, like a normal hospital, you know. But put that aside, that does look pretty cool. Now we got Arkham Asylum, established November 1921. Gotham City's only maximum security psychiatric hospital, for now. Outdated in every way. Building is falling apart, equipment is antiquated, and the staff's methodology leaves much to be desired. When the Thomas and Martha Wayne Memorial Hospital opens, these patients will finally get the treatment they need. Oh, here we go. I get to the last one and finally find out I can just hit the right button to go to the next one. Alright, we got Wayne Enterprises. Established 1870. Wow. A multinational corporation founded by my ancestors, covering all manner of manufacturing and finance. I inherited a majority stake from my father, but I'm not involved in the day-to-day operations. However, the R&D resources have been helpful in pursuing my private interests. Okay.
Not much to find, apparently.
Few burglaries, break-ins. Seems to lay pretty low.
You could learn a thing or two from her. You can't step outside without it ending up in the news lately. As Bruce or Batman.
Batman.
That's not the
doesn't
point.
hide.
I want criminals to know I'm out there. Batman isn't hiding from anybody.
I was talking about Bruce. Yeah, I don't mean to beat a dead argument, but...
No one's gonna figure it out now. Trust me.
Miss Vale noticed your injuries, so did Mr. Dent. If they put it together with the incident at the mayor's office, it would undo all the long nights and close calls we've endured to get here. You're in the spotlight more than ever. You have to be
You're
careful.
right, Alfred.
You're right. I should have canceled the event.
But I know how much pressure you're under. I don't mean to add to it.
It's okay. I know you're only looking out for me.
If we make a suit that fits me, we can trade places some night. Though I'm not partial to heights. Old men worry, that's all. It's our gift and our curse. One more worry for the list.
Take it. What?
I thought I saw Oz. It's been, what, 20 years? Last time I
It's the
saw
Penguin.
him, we were in grade school.
Indeed, you two were thick as thieves. Oswald, however, took that role more literally than you.
Dishonorable discharge, illegal boxing matches, arms dealing, prison stints?
That's a criminal grand slam,
Goodness.
if I'm using the expression correctly.
Unfortunately, you are.
Oswald claimed he only wanted to catch up, but his behavior following his family's collapse is troubling. Why he's returning now, I
Eh,
haven't the faintest idea.
it's not a coincidence.
Do you think he might know something about the break-in? This Catwoman shows up around the same time Oswald comes back to town. Might not be a coincidence.
Oswald's crimes, numerous they may be, are on a much smaller scale than robbing City Hall.
Well, he was always trouble growing up, but it's the fun kind of trouble.
You both were. Even though you and young Master Cobblepot used to be close, I'd advise you to be cautious. But I know you can't abandon a good mystery until it's solved.
I'll be careful, Alfred.
When you see what's become of his park, I think you will.
There it is. We're going to meet the Penguin. Cobblepot. Oswald Cobblepot. In that picture, he did kind of look like a penguin. A little bit. See, that's the whole thing about the Penguin. He has to look like a penguin, or else he's not the Penguin. No, looks like we got ourselves another achievement. Cobblepot.
Where are
Park.
you, Oz?
Alrighty, let's take a look around. We got a recent newspaper here. What does that say? Wayne shuns Falcone something something something. I didn't get to read it all. Graffiti. Look at the graffiti on the wall. homeless person. Let's look at him. Hello, homeless person. Just stare at him like a weirdo? What the f... Let's give him some change.
Thank you, sir.
Helping out the less fortunate. Burning barrel. Let's look at this burning barrel. Look at me mingling in with the other homeless people, doing what homeless people do. Running late, meet you by the statue.
Great. There's the statue, but no Oz.
He just said running late, weirdo. It means wait for him. Who's this weirdo with the smoking man? Let's talk to him. Talk to the smoking man with the purple mohawk.
Hey.
Beat it.
Ooh, what's wrong with his face? Alrighty, well. Here is a statue. Look at it. Uh-oh. Turn around.
Watch wallet cash.
I was just talking to you.
This goes through you. Hey, you heard him, man.
Just walk away.
You're making a mistake.
Ooh.
You already made one. Coming here. Next one kills you. And him.
This is not nice.
Gentlemen!
Oz.
Keep walking, all right? This don't concern you, twerp.
You see, that's where you're mistaken. My old mate and I have some catching up to do. And you're ruining the moment! Come here. Think that'll do?
Oh, almost missed that one. X.
Stay down!
Just give him the elbow drop.
This used to be a nice place. No lives like you don't belong. This is my park! Mine! You hear that?
Alright. Kind of see the penguin in his face.
Hey, Bruce. You've got a little, Yeah, good as new. Woo! That was a right little scrap, eh? Nothing kickstarts the system like a dash of adrenaline,
Thanks
eh?
for the help.
Well, thanks for the backup.
I yanked you away from your bloody ivory tower, Bruce. Least I can do is make sure you don't get shanked.
Oh, that's very thoughtful
So
of
this
you.
dude grew up with me.
It's been what? 2 decades?
And you know what? I haven't been mugged once that entire time.
That wasn't why I brought you here, mate. Right now, I am trying to recognize the little Bruce I used to run around this place with. Back when it wasn't, you know, like this. This park used to mean something. A place that was safe for kids, for families. People came from all over to visit. Oh, Mum and Dad, they put so much
You're
work
right.
in here.
You're right.
Those were better days.
That they were. Yeah. Thought we'd grow up to be kings, I did. Both of us. This city chews right through people. Mum committed to Arkham. Dad ended it himself, he did. My family's fortune. There's nothing left, Bruce.
I know. Alfred told me.
It's funny, huh? Same place that ground my family to dust. Gave you the good life.
Uh-oh.
Used to run in the same circles we did. Hobnobbing parties, round-the-world vacations,
Sorry, bud.
unlimited potential.
I'm sorry, Oz. No one should have to go through that.
Thanks, Bruce. But we are not the only ones suffering. Good to know you haven't changed, Bruce. You still care about something more than just yourself.
A little snarky.
Although, I was surprised to see Carmine Falcone at your party last night. Made himself right at home. That oily...
Definitely wasn't invited.
Falcone was an uninvited guest. That's it. Never want to see his face again.
On that, we can agree in earnest. Falcone made a stack of cash and corpses a mile high, ruining families like mine. All he needs is a little push. And... it'd be a treat to watch him hit pavement. Sorry, mate. This reunion got a lot more grim than I planned.
A little bit.
Things are gonna be on the upswing soon, though. A revolution is knocking on Gotham's door. And I'm here to let it in. Which brings me to you, Bruce. You see, you throw a rock in any direction, you break a window that Wayne Enterprises owns. As the rich and powerful go, oh, you top Gotham's list. But when my revolution starts, we're gonna smash windows and cross off names all the way down.
I'm definitely not your enemy
I'm not
here,
your
buddy.
enemy, Oz.
That remains to be seen, don't it? I've got great affection for you, Bruce. I really do. Which is why I'm warning you. When this whole thing starts, make sure you're on the right side. Good seeing you, Bruce, but I got some rocks to collect. Cheers.
Well, his intentions are good. However, I am starting to think that his execution is not the best. Alfred, have press conference for new hospital starts soon. I didn't get that second text message. Dang it. Wow. Look at that car. It's a pretty nice car. Is that my car?
Mr.
Yes, it
Wayne,
is.
over here, right here.
This way.
Bruce!
Just ignore him. Just ignore him.
Morning, Mr. Dent.
Hey, Bruce, you mind if we swap cars? I mean, mine isn't fast and the paint's rusting off, but boy, does she have charm. We didn't bring you all out here to discuss cars, honestly. Now, we're here about Arkham Asylum. Ever since it opened its doors, Arkham has been a breeding ground for the criminally insane. Its methods for rehabilitation, crude. Its security, lacking. And worse still, those who do get out, or God forbid escape, are even more dangerous than before they went in. Arkham Asylum is a cancer on Gotham. But today, with a sizable contribution from this man here, we break ground on a state-of-the-art mental health care facility. One that will improve the well-being of Gotham and its citizens for years to come. Now, Mr. Wayne has a few words he'd like to say. Bruce?
Sick need our help.
For those
Yes.
with mental
That's what
health
this is about.
issues, there are no cuts or scrapes. Their ailments are often invisible, but inside, they're suffering. You know, when I was 9 years old, my parents took me to see a movie about a hero in a mask. It was a hero who stood up to oppression and defended the people from injustice, no matter the cost. That night, my parents paid the ultimate cost defending me from a man.
Oh man, you gonna use this now?
who needed the kind of help this new facility will provide.
Oh, you made himself feel bad.
With this facility and our next mayor, we can put a dent in crime.
Today, on the
that was
anniversary of that fateful night, we dedicate this facility to Thomas and Martha Wayne and usher in a new era of healing for Gotham.
I'm sure you all have plenty of questions about the new hospital, so let's open it up. You first, Miss Vale.
Thank you. With the opening of this new hospital, what does this mean for Arkham Asylum? What happens to the old building?
Tear it down.
We should tear down the walls and erase it from the map. I don't want us lingering on past mistakes. I want us to focus on Gotham's future. All right, who's up next? You there.
Mr. Wayne, Julia Remark of the Tribune. My sources say you welcomed alleged mob boss Carmine Falcone into your home.
Jesus, this again.
You and Mr. Dent even spoke with him behind closed doors.
He's no friend.
I don't make friends with gangsters. He was an unwelcome guest. That's all. Next question, please.
Please keep your questions on topic, people. We're here about the hospital, remember?
No word for now.
But Mr. Wayne, this morning the Globe received evidence of an offshore bank account managed by Carmine Falcone and your father, Thomas Wayne.
What exactly are you implying?
Transactions connected to organized crime going back years and continuing to this day. The paper trail ties your family directly to the mob. Care to comment?
No comment.
I don't comment on rumors. Why don't we just stick to real journalism here?
Mr. Wayne, is all your money dirty?
Is the Wayne family legacy built on lies?
Did you know about this, Bruce?
How long has your family been dealing with Falcone?
Wow.
Could the allegations be true?
What aren't you telling us?
Does the mob sign
You know what,
Wayne
we're just
Enterprises
gonna
paychecks?
let him talk.
Everyone, please settle down. I'll be fielding your questions from here on out. Please, let's try to keep this civilized.
Bruce, I've been trying to reach you. The police are inside the manor.